name of the movie, finishing the game. Is there another meaning to the audience? Or perhaps another meaning to you?
Yeah, no, I think this is a movie that hopefully, I think we've had the pleasure of kind of, in the last 9 months, going to all these different film festivals, sometimes to Wisconsin or Salt Lake where there's like no Asian Americans, and screening the movie. And the one thing that I think we've learned is that it's kind of universal in the sense that people of all backgrounds have been able to kind of, have a good time with it. And they take it very differently, so the title, Finishing the Game, I think it's on a superficial level talking about game of death, but really it's about this game of life, of industry, and just many different layers that I think we all have to navigate, every day. And, this ultimately, hopefully, if you get to see it, it's something that, we can all maybe laugh at it, we can maybe laugh at ourselves, but it's really about a movie about denial. It's dealing with the whole issue and the theme of denial. So I just felt like it was appropriate to kind of use that, and you can take it however way you want to.
Beautiful girl in the yellow shirt. You are beautiful. Dustin Nguyen thinks you're beautiful.
I think that we can, I'm sure we all have opinions on it, and I think that's, with Bella Tomorrow, I really do feel like that was designed for a discourse, and, from, as you can see, from Sundance on, it really got people going, and we were able to really talk it through. I mean, I've always thought, like, this idea of negative positive, it's so, like, it's too simplified, I think we're all flawed as human beings. Some of us might be more flawed than others, but none of us are perfect. And I think as filmmakers, we should be able to be empowered to explore any issue we want. And I tell you, man, personally as a film viewer, I would never want to see someone up there who's like an angel who's perfect, because none of us are perfect. That's not real. I think the thing with Bella Tomorrow is really kind of exploring that issue. I grew up, when that whole honor roll murder happened, I saw how the media sensationalized it, saying, wow, look, honor roll, Asian, smart kids, and now they kill too. And I really felt like, God damn, man, like there's a lot more to it than that. These are human beings, and it's very easy to say, hey, they're just bad people, but they're human beings. They're three-dimensional human beings, and I think the whole idea of that film was to explore these people who are flawed, and it's not for me to sit there and say, hey, that's negative. I don't think that was the intention. I think it's to try to really stay true to the characters, and I think that's by design, It's not like, hey everybody, let's go and make a negative films about ourselves. I think that's simplifying it. And I hope that when you see that film, you can at least give the characters and the film at least that, that kind of courtesy just to check it out, and hopefully you can see that, Roger's character might have been an asshole, but there's a reason why he's an asshole. Just like in life,
I didn't do well on my SATs.
And I think I'm not here to defend. I think that everybody has their opinion, but I think that's good, because that's the whole point. I think that sometimes, as Asian Americans, we're always so worried how people perceive us that we have to go make films so that we can portray ourselves as angels. Like, fuck that, man. We're not perfect. We got great people in our community, and we got fucking assholes too, just like any other community. So I think that's something that, when I was taking out my credit cards, believe me, when you go through these things when you're about to go into six-figure debt, you really sit there and think about it and say, what is that film I want to make? What are the issues I want to explore? And I think that's the thing. And when it comes to Tokyo Drift in a studio film, it was really going in there and really fighting the fight and saying, look, if you'd have read the original draft, I found that very offensive. And I went in and fought the studio on it, and I said, look, I I can show you how you can make a film with Asian characters, Asian American characters, that doesn't involve, you know, them drifting around a Buddha statue, women wearing kimonos. I think that it should be more a postmodern film, you know. And if you really watch film, I mean, whether you agree or not, I think we put a lot of effort into even Brian T, who plays the antagonist. You know, if you really look at it, he's not a really bad kid. He's actually got all this pressure from the Sonny Chiba character and stuff like that. And creating a character for Sung. Sung's character didn't exist at all, you know. And I think it's about going in there and having that dialogue. And then in an ideal world, it probably would have been different. But I live in the real world, and I go in there and I butt the heads. I go in there and I fight the fight. Not that I have to, only because I want to. So it's a very personal choice. And I don't, you know, you can judge me any way you want. That's your right. You know, but I feel like when I go in there, I go in that room, I go in there with the suits. I have to, you know, I can decide whatever I want to do. And I think that was something I wanted to take on, you know. And I think that as Asian Americans, man, we've been traveling a lot, you know, through the country. I can't tell you, like, we'll be in Chicago and like 45-year-old women will come up to Sung and bear hug him and give him a lap dance. We got little kids from like Barstow. We got kids at DC that come up and they see of all different backgrounds, and they're big fans of Han from Tokyo Drift. So, you know, I think what's great about cinema is that we don't all have to agree, you know, but hopefully we can all talk and have a dialogue. That's the most important thing.